Have you ever pondered what working with Kang Tae Oh is actually like? We are providing you with a unique glimpse at the thoughts of three of Korea's leading actresses, Park Hyun-bin, Lee Sun-bin, and Shin Hye-sun, regarding their interactions with him on set. These behind-the-scenes stories show why Kang Tae Oh makes such an impression, from his quiet humor to his cool professionalism. You won't want to miss a single detail, so make sure you watch all the way through. When Park Hyun-bin and Kang Tae Oh initially collaborated on Extraordinary Attorney Woo, she still extols his thoughtfulness. Hyun-bin recalls their first script reading. Tae Oh showed up early, sat down quietly, and got right into the conversation without any hoopla. Instead of making jokes or trying to brag, he listened carefully, inquired about reasons, and offered little adjustments to help the emotional beats flow more smoothly. According to Hyun-bin, Tae Oh's biggest gift was his support for her process, while she was filming some really delicate moments as a character on the autistic spectrum. Before any physical or emotional encounter, he would softly inquire, "Are you comfortable with this? Would you like to make any changes?" She said such kind of care is uncommon in the field, and that it gave her a sense of security that enabled her to perform honestly. Everyone was taken aback when Tae Oh's fun side surfaced after Hyun-bin gained that trust. He would offer these dry, well-timed one-liners in between takes, making the whole team giggle uncontrollably. Hyun-bin still chuckles as she recalls how more anxious Tae Oh was than she was before their big kiss scene. He evaluated the lighting, worked on his breathing methods, and wanted the moment to be both dignified and beautiful. She saw how much he cherishes his craft, and his co-stars, by seeing him handle such a private situation with care. He is what she refers to as a rare scene partner, professional, kind, and unwaveringly committed to making every moment seem genuine. After that, Lee Sun-bin had an equally good experience working with Kang Tae Oh on The Potato Flower. Even though Sun-bin had heard of Tae Oh's professionalism and politeness in the industry, she was nonetheless impressed when they met on site. Instead of trying to be the life of the party, he paid attention to the crew's attitude, waited for the proper opportunity to interact, and always made sure his co-stars were comfortable. One late-night shot that left everyone fatigued is what Sun-bin remembers. Tae Oh discreetly purchased hot beverages for the whole team. There was no publicity, no pictures, just a show of concern. He valued teamwork so much that he showed her that modest act of kindness. His subtle humor was also commended by Sun-bin. Even though he may go for extended periods of silence, when he did speak, it was with a sharp remark that made everyone laugh and relieve the tension. She recalls that during filming a moment that called for a great deal of emotional intensity, Tae Oh unexpectedly cracked a well-timed joke in between takes that made everyone feel better. It was an easy, considerate method to remind the team to take a break and enjoy the process. It wasn't loud or attention-grabbing. According to her, his humor is lighthearted and clever, making you forget how exhausted you are. Naturally, Sun-bin also praised his professionalism on screen. He would always check in before a private or difficult scene, asking, "Are you comfortable with this? Do we need to slow down or make any changes?" She claims that his response to that question reveals a great deal about his regard for personal space and his dedication to being genuine. Looking nice on camera is one thing, but making sure your co-star feels supported and safe is quite another. Sun-bin calls him the kind of companion every actor dreams of having, a stable presence that lifts you up without stealing the spotlight. Shin Hye-sun then talked about her brief yet unforgettable encounter with Kang Tae Oh on Run On. Shin was impressed by his presence, despite their brief encounter. According to her, he is the type of performer whose enthusiasm fills a space without him having to speak. She seldom often sees him show such respect these days, yet he greeted her with a complete bow. She was attentive to him just because of that gesture, and she wasn't let down. Shin observed how he genuinely listened on stage. He wasn't just waiting for his chance to speak. He was listening intently and answering with real interest when she discussed the motivations of her character or the necessity to go into the emotional core of a scene. Shin said many actors fade out when the moment isn't theirs, but Tae Oh kept totally engaged, offering supportive comments and constructive critiques. She claims that this type of collaborative atmosphere is uncommon and has a significant impact on how at ease you are attempting new things. Shin also commended his emotional scenes and empathy. To make their conversation seem more genuine, he would make small suggestions like, "Let's try softer eye contact here," or, "What if I look away for a beat before turning back?" She remembers a particularly difficult scene in which they had to convey a great deal of regret. Tae Oh calmly helped her navigate it, keeping their performance grounded and truthful. Shin says he stands out because of that degree of concern. He is more concerned with advancing the plot and helping his co-stars than he is with flaunting himself. Each of the three actresses emphasized Tae Oh's modesty. Despite his growing notoriety, he is kind to everyone on the set, even the lighting, staff and the director. Shin, Sunbin, and Yoonbin all saw that he remains the same once the cameras stop. He is the same courteous, friendly individual whether he is carrying equipment off set or giving a stirring monologue. They claim that this consistency fosters a happy environment and inspires everyone to give it their all. Kang Tae Oh's quiet professionalism stands out in an industry that is frequently dominated by egotistical and boisterous personalities. He may come across as reticent at first, but as you get to know him, you find a committed, kind, and caring companion. Tae Oh's presence makes a difference, whether he's making sure everyone is comfortable before a delicate scene, subtly raising spirits with hot beverages, or surprise everyone with a well-timed joke. Every production needs the respect and cooperation he brings. What do you think then? In your favorite dramas, have you noticed Kang Tae Oh's serene charm? Which of these behind-the-scenes tales caught you off guard? Leave a remark below with your ideas. I'd be interested in knowing what you think. If you liked this behind the scenes, look, please ring the bell to ensure you don't miss any updates, subscribe for more exclusive tales, and give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate you viewing, and I hope to see you again soon.